Hey everyone, welcome back to another weather update for Punta Gorda, Florida, and our first weather update for December 2021. The time is 11:01 a.m. and the temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit with a humidity of 62% at the Punta Gorda Airport. A few clouds are present with winds coming from the southeast at 9 miles per hour. The pressure is 1,023.8 millibars or 30.24 inches of mercury. The dew point is 61 degrees Fahrenheit and the visibility is 10 miles, so there is full visibility throughout the airport. The last update was at December 1st at 10:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For our 7-day forecast, mostly sunny skies are forecasted for today with a high of 79 degrees Fahrenheit, transitioning to partly cloudy skies with a low of 57 degrees Fahrenheit for tonight. Thursday's forecast is sunny with a high of 79 degrees Fahrenheit yet again, with mostly clear skies for Thursday night with a low of 54 degrees Fahrenheit. For Friday, sunny skies are forecast again with a high of 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and Friday night, partly cloudy conditions are forecast with a low of 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturday and Sunday are both forecast to be sunny for both days, with a high of 80 degrees Fahrenheit for Saturday and a high of 82 degrees Fahrenheit for Sunday. Saturday night's forecast is partly cloudy with a low of 58 degrees Fahrenheit. I just want to point this out, and this was a mistake I've been making during previous videos as well. Instead of forecasting weather for the next 7 days, I had been only forecasting weather for the next 5 days, not realizing that day 6 and day 7 were not mentioned. So from this point forward, I will pay more attention and I will start mentioning day 6 as well as day 7. Starting now, for Sunday night, partly cloudy conditions are expected with a low of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. For Monday and Tuesday, sunny conditions are expected with a high near 81 degrees Fahrenheit. And for Monday night, partly cloudy conditions are expected with a low of around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. If you look at the infrared satellite loop of the United States, you'll find that there is high pressure developing over the western United States, and as well as the jet stream, which is bringing precipitation over much of Montana as well as Colorado and South Dakota. To the east of that, there is another area of precipitation, this time over bringing showers and thunderstorms over Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana, as well as western Ohio. Over Florida, however, we're mainly influenced by the Bermuda high pressure, which is an area of high pressure developing over the North Atlantic, mainly centered over Bermuda. And to the edge of the high pressure, there is Florida, and because we're influenced by the area of high pressure, we're not going to see very much precipitation developing over today or into this week. Looking at the visible satellite loop, which is transitioning from infrared to visible because of the time of day, you'll notice the clouds are developing around Florida. And if you zoom in closer, you'll see, if I can zoom in, you'll see that there are clouds developing near Punta Gorda, which is contributing to partly cloudy conditions throughout the day. But those clouds are moving pretty quickly, so conditions can change in as little as an hour or even a few minutes. On the water vapor satellite loop, you'll see relatively dry air over Florida, which is contributing to lack of precipitation. You also see that there is very dry air, which is over the Gulf, which is near the Gulf Coast, and that is pushing south because of that jet stream, which is bringing moist air southwards. GFS model not showing very much for Florida throughout the week. The only possible chance of precipitation would occur now next Tuesday when the cold front, which you see right here, let me pause this real quick. Let me go back a couple steps. Where a possible cold front is developing is forecast to develop on Monday. By Tuesday, it's forecast to affect parts of the Mid-Atlantic as well as the Northeast. And those areas will get the brunt of the effects in terms of cold temperatures and precipitation. Down here in Florida, we're not going to see very much change in the temperature, but we might get some light precipitation out of the cold front. Aside from that though, there's no precipitation forecast for this week or early into next week. This is the GFS 2-meter air temperature model in degrees Fahrenheit. This basically models the forecast temperatures that are near the ground. So this will give you a better idea of what you'll actually feel in terms of how hot or cold it is. And if we look into earlier next week, when the cold front is expected to happen, you'll notice that the cold front doesn't really extend far south into Florida, if you'll see here. They're right there. That's the farthest extent of the cold front that is forecast. So the greens are like the cooler temperatures, and the reds in the 80s are like the higher temperatures. So basically, Florida will be spared from like the cooler temperatures. So if you like cold, then you might not really like this forecast then. But if you don't like the cold, then you'll really love the forecast. Alright, for those of you who are watching this video from Albania, I got a special treat for you guys. Some of you in the comments mentioned that you wanted a forecast for Albania as well as a forecast for the United States. So I'm very excited to find both today. Let's get started. The forecast for Albania is mostly clear skies with some areas of precipitation. Let's see the forecast for Tirana. The current conditions are 48 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly clear skies, with east-southeast winds at 7 miles per hour, and the wind gusts are gusting at 7 miles per hour. Well, let's look at the forecast for the week. For Wednesday, the forecast is 66 degrees Fahrenheit with the most sunny conditions. And for Thursday, the forecast is 62 degrees Fahrenheit with the most cloudy as well as a chance of thunderstorms. For Friday, there will be rain with some periods of thunderstorms. There will be a 95% chance of rain for Friday, so you better get your umbrellas out for that day. Saturday will be cloudy with a 5% chance of rain, and temperatures of 56 degrees Fahrenheit for that day. For Sunday and Monday, rain is in the forecast, especially for Sunday. Temperatures 57 degrees Fahrenheit, as well as a temperature of 55 degrees Fahrenheit for Monday. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast for the week for Tirana. I had to use a different website than the National Weather Service because the National Weather Service only forecasts weather for within the United States, not other countries. For this website, it has a forecast for up to 2 weeks instead of 1 week. But I'm only going to forecast conditions for Tuesday, since I only considered 1 week. And I'm just going to try to make it consistent. Wednesday, the temperature is expected to reach 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Most sunny conditions are expected with a low chance of precipitation. The low is expected to reach 46 degrees Fahrenheit by tonight. However, for come Thursday and Friday, you better break out your umbrellas if you want to stay dry, as there will be an 80% chance of precipitation for Thursday and a 95% chance of precipitation for Friday. For Thursday, mostly cloudy conditions are expected with an occasional thunderstorm, with the high at 60 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 52 degrees Fahrenheit forecast. For Friday, there will be periods of rain and a thunderstorm expected for that day, with the high of 65 degrees Fahrenheit and low of 47 degrees Fahrenheit for Friday night. For Saturday, we got a bit of a break from the rain, with a 5% chance of rain forecast for that day, as well as cloudy conditions. The high will be 56 degrees Fahrenheit and the low is forecast to be 44 degrees Fahrenheit. However, for Thursday, the rain starts up once again. For Sunday, the rain starts up once again, with a 94% chance of precipitation for Sunday, as well as a 57 degree high with a 46 degree low forecast for Sunday. On Monday, rain will continue with an 88% chance of rain in the forecast, and a high of 55 degrees Fahrenheit as well as a low of 47 degrees Fahrenheit for Monday. For Tuesday, you'll finally get a break from the rain with most sunny conditions and a 5% chance of rain in the forecast. The high of 53 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 34 degrees Fahrenheit. So while you get a break from the rain, you're going to have to bring up the jackets because it'll be chilly for Tuesday night. That is your 7-day forecast for Tirana, Albania, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Back to the United States. According to our Storm Prediction Center website, there are no severe thunderstorms forecast anywhere in the country for today. However, you'll have to watch out for an area of thunderstorms that is developing over the Ohio River Valley, as that may produce occasional lightning strikes as well as heavy downpours. As far as watches and warnings are concerned, there are no severe thunderstorm or tornado watches or warnings in effect anywhere in the country, and there aren't expected to be any issued anytime soon. One thing to point out though, we do have an elevated fire risk in Southern California, so you have to keep in mind what you're doing. If you're out camping and you decide to set up a fire pit, for instance, you have to be mindful of these conditions before you do so. And no change from last week as far as tropics are concerned. There's no new activity reported in tropical Atlantic, and no tropical cyclone activity is expected during the next 48 hours. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed this weather update.